my books will have to definitely be one of them. People usually say, "Oh, I'm gonna give you your books back, and let me just borrow it because I want to read it." This is why I get really defensive because my books are everything. I read my books all the time. I have a bookshelf in my room, and a lot of times I don't get my books back. Cause I can't find my Alchemist book, the Alchemist book. I can't find my Beef and Wonders Life of Oscar Wilde. I can't find my Unbearable Lightness of Being. Shit. Where did they go? I probably led it to some girl, and that was it. But definitely my books have all my trust.
So this is an ongoing joke in my family. These two stories, and it's about my uncle Will, like doing mischievous things to me at like 3 years old, 4 years old, probably 3.
That was a real age for you.
Yeah,
3 to 5.
I remember those years. Yeah. My uncle Will. I couldn't eat watermelon, I think, up until the past 3 years of my life. As a child, my great aunt, she's like my grandmother, she raised me, had humongous watermelon. She had just cut it, and I was eating watermelon. I loved watermelon. My uncle pokes fun at me all the time at that age. He specifically freaked me out by saying that one of the seeds were roaches, or that it was a roach. And I was like, no, it's not. No, it's not. And I vividly remember pressing one down and saying, that's not a roach, that's a seed. He's like, no, they're roaches, for real. If you eat them, you're going to have roaches inside your body. And so I said, it's not, I'm going to prove it. So I pressed the second seed, and it was a roach.
For real?
It was a roach. We lived in Hempstead, born and raised in like...
It was a real roach?
Little El Salvador, in Hempstead, yep. And I fucking pressed seed at first, and that was a seed, and then a roach. And I said, no, fuck that shit. They have roaches in watermelons. I can't eat watermelons anymore. And because of my uncle playing that joke on me, and me spazzing out about that like roach situation, I couldn't eat watermelon up until like 3 years ago. It's like still an ongoing joke where I'll be at a family reunion, and they'll be like, do you eat watermelon now? And I'm like, yeah, now I do. You know, they'll see me eat some. And then the second story also involves my Uncle Will. He randomly, while I was playing, wrapped a sheet around me and just hugged me really tight. And I actually remember this vividly happening also. I'm like wrapped in the blanket, and I'm freaking out. I'm claustrophobic, and my uncle and my aunt, they're laughing, they're giggling, you know, because I'm like, leave me alone, let me go. I'm saying this in Spanish, suéltame, let me go. And my uncle wouldn't let me go. They just heard them giggle. And I think after the third time I said it, I said, let me go, son of a bitch. Let me go. And like till this day they'll bring up that story also. And in my head, I think of my uncle specifically playfully like being aggressive, or playfully just being a little bit of a bully in a way, you know, like messing around with me, good lighthearted love and fun. But like I realized through him, I think he's the only person that was successfully able to like
be playful like that with you.
Be playful with me like that. Throughout my life, like people tried, and I didn't know how to take it. You know, I'd be like, they're being mean. But my uncle, for some reason, always got away with it. I think it's because he laughed a lot when he did those things. That it kind of like, it cued me to understand that he was being playful. So I always, I think till the present, still have a kinship with him where like I feel comfortable playing around with him like that, and it doesn't feel like lines are being crossed, you know? Whereas with anyone else, I'm kind of like, I've learned to accept that people joke around, but like with him, I think he always got away with it.